Peace, everyone. We'll give it a few minutes before we begin. We're just going to give it a few minutes to let everyone come in. We'll get right to, then we'll get right to the discussions of today. Welcome to Winning Wednesdays with myself, Errol. We're just going to give it a couple minutes before we begin. Give it enough time for everyone to join. Hope you're doing pretty good. Any comments and questions in the meantime, drop them in the chat. Peace, everyone. We're just going to give it a couple minutes before we begin. We're scheduled every Wednesday at noon Eastern, but we're going to give it a few minutes to let everyone join in. For those of you already in the chat, drop where you're from. Drop where you guys are checking in from. I want to know where you guys are checking in from. What city, what state, what country? Let me know. Couple things on my notes that I want to discuss. So we'll get into it in a couple minutes. In the meantime, introduce yourselves. Where are you from? What city? What state? What country? The idea of Winning Wednesdays is to discuss general stock and option markets. Wanted to give a brief rundown on what's going on today in the market, discuss some key things coming up, and just have some general discussion. Peace, everyone. If you're just joining, please drop what city you're checking in from. Let us know where you are in the world. Also, type in what you're interested in. What plays are you making? What tickers do you have on your watch list? Any options plays you guys are making? Let me know. We'll discuss it. Let's see what's going on in the market. So far, looks like the major indexes are down just slightly. NASDAQ looks down just a little bit. Let's see what Yahoo Finance. S&P is up just slightly. NASDAQ's down just slightly. Russell's up a little bit. Those are the main indexes I follow. Drop what city you're checking in from. I want to know where you guys are checking in from. I want to know what you're interested in. If you guys are keeping track of any ticker in specifically, any index specifically, any option plays that you guys are thinking of, let us know. Let us know what you're thinking. What do I see? I see here, I'm looking at Yahoo Finance, great resource. One of my go-to resources for financial information, Yahoo Finance. S&P is up slightly. The Dow is up slightly. NASDAQ is down slightly. That's what I'm seeing so far today. What are you guys seeing out there? Any tickers you guys keep track of? What tickers do you have on your watch list? What tickers are you invested in? Let us know. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. Sort of a mixed day so far. Major indexes are down just slightly. In terms of mega caps, kind of a mixed bag so far today. Some of them are up, some of them are down. Let's see what we got here. I see Bitcoin's currently at 88, almost 89,000. Some of the BTC related tickers, let's see what's going on with them. Mara's up a little bit. MicroStrategy is up about 6.5%. Let's see what else we have here. What tickers do you follow? Let me know. What tickers are you keeping an eye on? Earlier this morning, the market seemed red, but things have rebounded slightly since then. There's certain tickers I keep track of. I keep track of the indexes, of course. I keep track of the mega caps. I keep track of certain tickers that I have options plays on. I keep an eye on those. What do you keep track of? I know you guys are very interested in options. Options is probably the most popular topic in the Black Business School. I know you guys like running options plays. What plays are you running? Anything in particular? Anything that you have your eye on? Anything you're thinking about doing? Let me know. Let me know. I think Doc is going to drop a Q&A or host a prime class either this week or early next week. So keep an eye out for that. Otherwise, let me know what you're thinking of. Let's see. Certain tickers I want to discuss in particular. I want to wait till we got a good audience in before I jump into that. What do you guys like? Anything that you guys like in particular? Any comments or questions, please drop them in the chat. What city you're checking in from, please drop that in the chat. Let me know what you guys like. What tickers do you like? What tickers are you invested in? any ETFs that you're invested in, any individual stocks that you're invested in, any option plays that you have currently open. Let us know. Let us know. We can discuss them. A couple things I have my eye on. Besides the major indexes, I always keep an eye on the Mag 7. Besides that, a couple other big companies I like to keep an eye on. TSM, ExxonMobil, Palantir, what else? MicroStrategy I keep an eye on. Eli Lilly I keep an eye on. Um, some of those ones I like to keep track of. What do you keep a track? What do you keep track of? You might have noticed since Sunday evening when Trump had announced the U.S. was going to invest in a cryptocurrency reserve. Um, BTC and some of the related cryptos did skyrocket, but it seems they have since pulled back. Bitcoin's currently at 89,000. Ethereum's at 2,200. Um, I think earlier this morning, Bitcoin was over 90,000, but has since pulled back just a little bit. We'll see what happens with that. Uh, I always keep an eye on BTC as well. Currently at 89,101. What holdings do you have in crypto? What holdings do you have in the securities market? What holdings do you have in the options market? What tickers do you like? At what prices do you like them at? Let me know. I'll give you one right now. I like current price of. I'll give you a couple, but I'll give you one right now. One ticker that I like at current price, current market of Microsoft is 393.30. I like Microsoft at 393. Really like Microsoft anything below 400. I remember buying shares on Microsoft at 460. So if I like buying shares at 460, I should really like buying shares at current market of 393.25. So I keep an eye on Microsoft. I'm going to save another ticker for that I like at current market for later today. So let me know. Let me know what you like. What tickers do you currently like? All right. Let's see. Apple at 232 currently. AMD at 100, just over 100. Amazon 205, almost 206. Google at 170. Meta 642. Tesla at 272. Nvidia at 115. TSM 182. What is it you like? Any of those that you like at current market? Maybe you run option plays. Do you like Mara at current market of 1486? Do you like Palantir at 85? What do you like? Do you like TSM at 182? Are you waiting for a specific price? What holdings do you have? I believe Trump and Trudeau are set to meet today if they haven't met already. So I believe they're going to discuss the tariffs between the U.S. and Canada. So if that issue is resolved, or at least maybe the tariffs are postponed. So if that happens, I'm anticipating the market turn green, entirely green. But we'll see what actually happens. I am waiting on what happens from that meeting, what comes of that meeting between Trump and Trudeau. Nasdaq's at let's see what the Nasdaq at. Nasdaq is currently at 18,280 according to Yahoo Finance. I anticipate that turning green at some point today. If actually it's 18,290. So I anticipate that turning green. Actually, just turned green slightly. So Nasdaq's up just a little bit. One of the major holdings I have is the Nasdaq. One of the major holdings I like is the Nasdaq. What holdings do you like? Do you like the S&P? Do you like the Russell? Do you like the Nasdaq? What do you like? Do you like gold? Do you like Bitcoin? Do you like what do you like? I'm currently looking at Yahoo Finance. So it says Trump could decide. Says Trump could decide on Canada Mexico relief today. So if that actually happens later today, maybe I anticipate this market taking off, turning from what is a mixed bag so far today to an all green day. So those of you that are selling covered calls, if you haven't already, maybe you consider running plays on your covered calls today to take advantage of higher premiums. If the entire market turns green today, you'll get higher premiums on your covered calls. Any questions or comments, please drop them in the chat. Let us know where you're checking in from. Just a reminder that we go live every Wednesday, noon Eastern, Winning Wednesdays. We discuss general stock and option markets, anything affecting those markets, any news, any current events, anything that may impact our plays. All right, so it looks like S&P just turned green, NASDAQ just turned green. Let's see, most of these mega caps are up. Apple's down slightly, 1%, about $3 to 233. Are you guys keeping an eye on Apple? Do you invest in Apple? One of the biggest companies in the world by market cap. Probably the biggest company in the world by market cap right now. Nvidia is down to 116. So I believe Apple's and Nvidia are there right there neck and neck for the biggest company in the world. Really depends on their share price. Once Nvidia creeps up into the 120s, 130s, I believe it will overtake Apple. It's just a matter of what current market is on both of those tickers that determines which one is bigger. Another resource I like besides Yahoo Finance is if you're a visual person, check out FinViz. FinViz has great heat maps. FinViz shows it shows you can filter it by S&P or World or whatever index you prefer. I like looking at the S&P on FinViz. It gives you a great graphical representation of company size by market cap. So check out FinViz if you're unfamiliar with FinViz. FINVIZ, FinViz. Check out their heat maps. I really like their heat maps. Let's see what else we got here. Those of you in the Prime class, just a reminder, I believe Doc said he's going to either drop a Q&A or host a class later this week. So be on the lookout for that. Great resource, great class. In that class, it's a great experience. Great way to learn option strategies. Great examples. So if you're not in the Prime class, consider joining the Prime class. Whatever the price is, you'll get your investment back and you'll cash flow something on top of that. More importantly, if you learn that skill set, you can apply that skill set every period the rest of your life. So if you do play your cards right, you can achieve a infinite return. Let's check out Dr. Boyce Prime, drboyceprime.com if you're interested in that class. Okay, so it looks like just a few tickers that I follow are red. Most of the market is green so far today. For anyone interested in a dividend play, consider ExxonMobil. ExxonMobil is at 104, down about 3% today. At 104, let's check. Let me take a quick look at this chart. So from my quick analysis, ExxonMobil is approaching a support level. If you believe in ExxonMobil, if you like dividend plays, if you like an energy play, consider ExxonMobil. Currently at 104, down about 3% today. Another ticker that I have on my watch list that's red, I believe is a good entry price, is Google, Googl, currently at 170.59. One of the biggest companies in the world, Google. Google's pulled back recently. It was near 200. Now it's at 170. If you like it at 170, consider buying some shares at 170. Or you can even consider running an option play on Google. It's really up to you. I see the triple Qs are at 496. NASDAQ, triple Qs follows the 100 biggest tech companies in the world. Currently at 497, just up slightly today. I believe it just turned green, as well as the S&P. The only mega cap that I follow that's red right now is Apple, currently at 233, down about less than 1%. So hopefully Apple can turn things around today. Get back up to where it was, approaching 240, I believe, 240, 250, approaching 250. I believe it was over 250 at one point, not too long ago. Hopefully Apple can rebound to 250 and get back to all-time highs. Let's see what's going on with the S&P. S&P has pulled back a little bit. Just a couple weeks ago, it was at all-time highs, so a cool-off is nothing unexpected. S&P is pulling back a little bit. It's still up today, but it has pulled back in recent weeks. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, many of these tickers are turning green now. Earlier today and yesterday, a lot of red. Last couple weeks, a lot of red in the market. So far today, a lot of green. Earlier today, there was a mixed bag of red and green, but as of right now, things have turned around. Let's see what else we have. In terms of earnings, a couple big companies reporting this week. I believe after hours tomorrow, we have Broadcom reporting and CrowdStrike reporting their earnings. That's tomorrow. Earnings, Broadcom, AVGO, Alex, Victor, Gary, Omar, and CrowdStrike, Charlie, Ralph, Wendy, David, CRWD. They both report tomorrow. So we'll see what their earnings are like tomorrow. A couple big companies right there. They may move the entire tech sector. We'll see what happens. We'll see what kind of earnings they have tomorrow. In terms of scheduling, in terms of what's coming up in the Black Business School, tonight they have the book club, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. This coming Sunday, the WIN members meet. There's a WIN members meeting on Sunday night at 7 p.m. Eastern. In that class, we discuss option plays. That's more of an option specific class. So if you're interested in that, check out the WIN group. I believe you can, I believe you have to sign up for the WIN group. You have to go through a filtering process. So if you're interested in deep diving into options with the WIN members, they meet this Sunday night. This past Sunday, I had my monthly meeting. First Sunday every month, 5:30 p.m. Eastern, we discussed position management in terms of the option market. So if you're interested in options, maybe you check out my monthly meeting. We discuss options. We usually discuss one particular topic of options. Let me see if I can drop the. If you're interested in that class or any of my offerings, check out that link right there. That's a link to my monthly meeting, consults with me, and my Mathematics for Millionaires class. This past Sunday in my monthly meeting, we discussed position management. So a few ways we can manage positions. Opening positions is one skill set. Managing positions is a different skill set. So we deep dive into position management this past Sunday. If you're interested in that meeting, if you just wanted to purchase that lecture, just reach out to support at theblackbusinessschool.com, or you can email me, Errol at errolcmangle.com, and we can work something out. Otherwise, check out that link in the chat. A few of the offerings I have through the Black Business School. So be sure to check out that. I'll also like to drop the link for consults with me in the chat. So if you're interested in one-on-one consults, if you believe you're ready for the next level, if you're ready to level up in your options trading, or you just want to consult and just have a general business consultation with me, check out that second link in the chat. Most people that want to meet with me discuss options, right? They're in a particular situation. Everyone's in a unique situation, so they want more customized potential courses of action that they can take. They want strategies they can use. They want to discuss their situation and particular plays that they can make. So consider that. Consider those two links. Of course, Doc has his prime class. Of course, Doc has his 10 a.m. class, which is a great class. Other classes offered through the Black Business School. Check out Tuesday, 12 noon Eastern class. Discuss general stock market. This class, Winning Wednesdays, will meet Wednesdays noon Eastern. We'll discuss general stock markets, option markets, current events affecting markets, politics affecting the markets, earnings, Fed meetings, PPI reports, CPI reports, job reports, anything that affects option or stock markets, we will discuss. Another reminder, you probably are familiar with this already, but just a reminder, Miami was scheduled for this coming weekend, but it's been rescheduled to May 9th weekend. So consider joining us in Miami. I'm presenting a Mathematics for Millionaires lecture, an option-specific lecture. So if you're into options, and if you want to take your game to the next level, consider joining us in Miami, May 9th and May 10th. It will be a great way to network, great way to receive cutting edge information, great way to keep up with the market, and great way to connect with other like minds. Also, if you're in the prime class, I believe Doc had dropped his new moneymaker grid. So check out drboyceprime.com. Log into the Black Business School. If you scroll into the Prime class, I believe Doc dropped his latest money making grid last week. Check out some of the tickers on that grid. If you want to discuss some of that in detail, consider an options consult. But if you know what you're doing, options can definitely skyrocket your income. If you're looking to make passive income, if you're tired of working on the plantation, if you're burnt out, if you're looking for something better, if you're looking for a better alternative, consider options. Check out the Prime class, check out my offerings. Uh, and also, you can also self study, right? You don't necessarily need to wait for some of these classes. You can self study. So when you do book a consult, you already have a baseline understanding and you can maximize the time with us. For anyone new that's joining, drop in what city you're checking in from. Drop in what state you're checking in from. Drop what country you're checking in from into the chat. Any comments or questions, please drop them in the chat. I I'm willing to discuss whatever topics you guys like. I know options is a big topic in the community. If you're if you have any current option plays, if you have any current stock plays you want to discuss, I'm willing to discuss them. Let us know what tickers you follow, what indexes you follow, what tickers are you invested in, what tickers are you thinking about investing in? Are you invested in Bitcoin? Are you invested in crypto? Um, I want to hear about it. Let me know. Let's see. Let's see what the market's going. What's going on in the market? S&P is up slightly. Dow Jones is up slightly. Nasdaq is down slightly. Russell's up slightly. Gold is up slightly. Crude oil is down a little bit. And let's check. Current price of Bitcoin is 90,000. Bitcoin has just crossed 90,000. Up 3.5% today. Just crossed 90,356. Are you invested in Bitcoin? Do you like Bitcoin? Do you not like Bitcoin? Do you hold Bitcoin? Do you hold other cryptocurrencies? What do you hold? What are you thinking of holding? Are you exposed to crypto at all? Are you considering being exposed to crypto? Why or why not? Let me hear about it. I do have a ticker I want to discuss. I want to wait till closer to 1 p.m. Uh, I mentioned one already. I like Microsoft. It was at 393, currently at 394, approaching 395. I do like that at current market. Any tickers you guys like? Any prices you like? What are you keeping track of? What resources do you use? I mentioned Yahoo Finance. Any platforms that you use to track financial news? I like Yahoo Finance. I like TradingView. Those are probably my two go-tos, TradingView and Yahoo Finance. What do you use? What platforms do you use? I'm not sure what time Trump and Trudeau meet today, but hopefully that tariff issue could be resolved one way or another, so we have some clarity in the market. Market likes clarity. Market likes stability. So we'll see what comes of their meeting today. Probably the biggest thing in the market right now is Trump's tariffs. Uh, a lot of volatility since the other, I think it was Sunday night or Monday night at 12 midnight is when the current tariffs had taken effect. We'll see what comes of those two leaders' meetings today. I see a lot of green in the market right now. So the market might have already reacted to that. A couple of tickers I follow, a lot of green, a lot of green in those tickers. What tickers do you follow? Let me know. What tickers do you like? What holdings do you like? What have you learned in the stock market? What have you learned from the Black Business School? Has it been a value add? Has the Black Business School been a value add to you? A lot of times I compare my traditional education versus the education I've received outside of traditional means. So I look back on that now and realize there was no comparison. I should have sought a freedom education much earlier than I actually did. You've got traditional education, you've got freedom education. Those are not synonymous. Has classes up in the Black Business School been a value add? Have you got your money's worth? Let us know. Let me know. How can we improve these classes? What kind of topics do you want us to discuss? How can we better benefit the community? Let us know. Drop it in the chat. Email us. I've probably received a better free education in the Black Business School, learning the stock market than I did all those years learning all the stuff that didn't have any impact on my bottom line. For me personally, I go harder studying freedom education than I ever did studying traditional education because the outcomes, if I didn't, my outcomes would be terrible. More mediocrity. I'm not really interested in mediocrity anymore. I've unsubscribed from the mediocrity mindset. I've subscribed to the wealth mindset. I've subscribed to the greatness mindset. I've subscribed to the excellence mindset. BTC just dipped under 90, currently at 89,839. So Bitcoin's fluctuating at about 90,000. A couple days goes in the high 70s. Did you buy any at 78? Did you buy any at 79? Maybe you consider dollar cost averaging every week. One of the great strategies in the stock market, dollar cost averaging. Do you dollar cost average? Let us know. What do you do? What are your preferred strategies? What do you do in your buy and hold portfolio? What do you do in your options portfolio? Another Bitcoin related ticker, Coinbase, COIN, currently at 215. Not too long ago, it was up near 300. Back in December, 300. Now it's closer to 200, 215.72. Let's check its day chart, 5-day chart. 5-day chart. Let's see what day this was. Yesterday was Tuesday, March 4th. It was under 200 yesterday. It's currently at 215. If you know what you're doing in the options market, that could be a great wealth play right there. A $20 move in the stock market could make significant moves in the options market if you know the right play with the right ticker at the right time. A couple other BTC related tickers. What do we have here? Mara currently at 1505. Strategy at 296. Strategy's up about almost 8%, $21 and some change, up to 296. Coin at 216. Mara 1507. A few related BTC related tickers right there. I know you guys may follow the Riot as well as the AI as well as Hood. Do you have any option plays on those tickers? Do you have any stock market holdings in those tickers? Let us know. Let's see what else we have. Looks like the only mega cap that's down so far today, just slightly, is Apple, currently at 234. Apple's up near 250, I believe, not too long ago. Apple was setting all-time highs back in February, near 250. Pull back slightly, pull back to 230s. I don't expect Apple to be down too much longer. I expect it be up near 250 and break over 250. Are you invested in Apple? Biggest company by market cap, I believe, right now. If Nvidia is down at Nvidia is currently at 116, almost 117. So I believe Nvidia would be second biggest company in the world. Apple is the biggest company in the world by market cap at current prices. I believe if Nvidia shoots up back to 130, 135, 140, I believe it will overtake Apple as the biggest company in the world. Those two are usually neck and neck the last 6 months or so. What companies are you invested in? Let me know. What companies do you like? Those of you just joining, today so far green in the market. Earlier today it was red. Earlier today was also a mix of red and green. But now, as of right now, 12:43 p.m. Eastern, mostly green in the market. Nasdaq is up, S&P is up. Let's check Yahoo Finance right quick. S&P is up slightly, Dow Jones is up slightly, Nasdaq's up slightly, Russell's down slightly. Gold is up, Bitcoin's up, crude oil is down. It's a quick summary of what's going on today. Tomorrow, a couple of big tech companies report earnings. CrowdStrike and Broadcom. CrowdStrike CRWD, Broadcom AVGO report tomorrow after close, I believe. Today is March 5th, I believe. Wednesday, March 5th. A couple of things we got coming up next week is CPI report. CPI report comes out on Wednesday, next Wednesday morning. CPI report, inflation report, March 12th, the morning of March 12th. The following day, you have the PPI report, the morning of March 13th. And the week after that, we have the next Fed meeting. The decision on what to do with interest rates comes on either the 18th or the 19th. So keep that on your calendar. A couple of key dates coming up in the next couple of weeks. CPI report 312, PPI report 313, Fed meeting 318 and 319. So keep those dates on your calendar. Feel free to drop any comments or questions in the chat. If you've got anything you'd like to discuss, just be concise. I'll do my best to read the chat, to read the comments and questions, and discuss. How are you feeling about the market? What's your sentiment? Did we bottom out? Are we on the rebound? Are we going to dip further? How do you feel? Those of you interested in options, a few minutes ago I was explaining this past Sunday. If you're interested in my monthly meeting, we just completed position management. We discussed position management this past Sunday. Those of you that run options plays may want to know position management in detail. You may want to know the fine details of managing a position. Opening a position is one thing, managing a position is something completely different. So if you're interested in that lecture, email support at the Black Business School or just email me, Errol at errolcmango.com. We can definitely help you out with that. The best way to get at me is through email. I just mentioned my email, errol@errolcmango.com. You can copy the support at the Black Business School. If you want to hit me up on social media, there's my handle, 416's favorite. I'm active on Instagram. I'm active on LinkedIn. I'm active on Twitter. I am active on Threads and on YouTube. So just either search my name on those platforms or just search my handle on those platforms at 416's favorite. Let's connect. It's always good to connect with people in the community. That's how I come up with a lot of the content. A lot of people have frequently asked questions. A lot of people have unique questions. So the more unique questions I try to save for some of the other classes. Some of the general questions that I get often, I try to incorporate that into some of the classes, into my monthly meeting, into the consults, and I even incorporate some of the general information into this class every Wednesday at noon Eastern. So really, if you have particular questions, you can drop them in this class, or you can save them for the consults. But I try to base a lot of my content on um, what I hear from the community. I got a lot of questions the last couple months on how much can I earn. I know one big topic in the community is options algebra. So I mentioned last week, options algebra answers two main questions. How much can I earn knowing my capital base? Right, that's one question. For example, how much can I earn with 250,000? What kind of cash flow can I generate with unknown capital base? I know my capital base is 250,000. How much cash flow can I generate? That's one question. The other question is, I have a target cash flow in mind, say 10,000 a month, for example. What capital base do I need to generate that 10,000 a month? So just to quickly recap, option algebra answers two main questions. I know my capital base. What cash flow can I generate? Second question is, I have a target cash flow. What capital base do I need to hit that target cash flow? So if you're interested in options algebra, if you're interested in finding out the exact answers to those two questions, hit me up, hit up the Black Business School, support at the Black Business School, or just email me, errol@errolcmango.com, and we can answer those questions. Options algebra is a very big topic in the community. I got that very topic from the community. I got uh, how to manage. I got the idea on lecturing on position management from the community. So really, these classes are for you. These classes are for you. It's not really me lecturing. I lecture off the FAQs that I receive. So um, we want to customize as much as we can. We want to give some general information in these general classes, but we also want to get if you want to deep dive into any of these topics, we're going to save those for either the consults or the some of the other offerings. It's crossed my mind already to. I'm still considering what topic I should lecture on in April, first Sunday in April. I'm still considering a few topics in my mind. I haven't decided just yet. Soon I will. Soon I will finalize the topic for April's meeting. But in the meantime, if you have any comments or questions, you can drop them in the chat of this class. You can always book a consult with me. You can always book a consult with Doc. Just log into the Black Business School or reach up to support at the Black Business School to set one up. Guys, have any comments or questions, please drop in the chat. Let me know where you're checking in from. Drop that in the chat. What country you're checking in from, drop that. I had mentioned earlier that market is pretty much green all around today. I think one of the big market movers was Trump's meeting with Trudeau. That was going to occur today. I'm not sure if that's already occurred, but either way, it's probably going to affect the market. Market's turned very green today so far, so maybe it has already occurred. Yesterday, you might have known market was well, not only yesterday, but in the near recent past, markets very green, very red. So hopefully we're on a rebound. We don't know for sure, but If you don't really know what you're doing, it doesn't matter whether the market's up, flat, or down. Uh, the savvy investor can cash flow in any market condition. Savvy investor doesn't get emotionally erratic. Savvy investor stays cool and calm under any circumstance. There's always opportunity no matter where you look. It's just a matter of where you are, what your mindset is. If the market is up like it is today, there's great opportunity. If the market is flat, there's great opportunity. If the market is down, there's great opportunity. It's really just training, a matter of training how you view things. Another ticker I have on my watch list. It's been down recently, but it's up today. Is Meta, META. I believe Meta has controls several of the top websites in the world. Facebook.com, the Instagram app, WhatsApp, three of the major. I believe they're all three of those apps or websites are in the top 10 most used websites in the world or apps in the world. Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. So META currently at 650, up $10 today, up about 1.5% today, currently at 650.37. I know Doc likes running option plays on Meta. So keep an eye on Meta. A couple years ago, Meta was in the hundreds. Now it's 650. It was actually in seven not too long ago. It was up about back in February. It was about seven, maybe 735, 740, not too long ago. Currently at 650. One of the biggest companies in the world, Meta. You saw Zuckerberg in DC at the inauguration. It was not an accident. Nvidia, another mega cap, currently at 117.57, up $1.65, up one almost 1.5% today. I think it was down about 115 yesterday. Uh, yeah, I like Nvidia at current market of 117. I liked it at 115. Do you like Nvidia? What are your top five tickers that you keep track of? Eli Lilly, one of the biggest healthcare companies, up at 918.50. Eli Lilly's been on a tear year to date. Let's see what it is. Yeah, it's been on a tear year to date. Last year or so, some volatility in the last year, but Eli Lilly is one of the biggest companies in the world. Eli Lilly knows how to make money. Pandemic, epidemic, hurricane, tsunami, wildfire, Eli Lilly will be making money regardless. Just a quick schedule rundown for those of you that didn't join earlier. Tonight, book club went 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Later this week, Sunday evening, the Win class meets at 7 p.m. Eastern. In that class, we discuss straight options. So if you're interested in options, reach out to the Black Business School. I know Doc starts his coin program next week. If you're interested in the coin program, if you want to learn options A to Z, consider the coin program. Whatever the fee is, if you know what you're doing, if you lock in, you'll get that feedback plus an infinite return. If you learn the options game, you can always run plays every period the rest of your life, and you can teach that skill set to your loved ones and let them run plays every period the rest of their life. So whatever the fee is, you could get an infinite return on that fee. I think back to my traditional education. Every semester I had to come up with a certain amount of thousands of dollars to pay for classes that had no real impact on my bottom line. I remember studying classes that had nothing to do with anything, that were completely irrelevant to my ability to pay my bills and my ability to control my own outcomes. So I always compare, that's my baseline, right? So I always compare whatever fees I paid for those classes that essentially were irrelevant to some of these fees I pay in the Black Business School, and I'm glad to pay that to the Black Business School. I would have, if I had known earlier about the Black Business School, I probably would have skipped traditional education altogether. I would have went to some kind of business training, some kind of formal or informal business training, and I would have went harder in the Black Business School. That's just me. Maybe you have a different. Maybe you had a different experience. But the general consensus I get from talking to the community is traditional education. Um, People didn't get their money's worth in traditional education. If you lock in on on these freedom education plays, you do get your money's worth. Not only do you get your money's worth, but you also get a great return on top of that. So it's really all about mindset. It's really about how serious you are. I take these wealth plays very seriously. I take these option plays very seriously. I think back to what kind of studying I did back in the day. If I'm pulling all nighters to study Romeo and Juliet, I should pull a minimum of 38 all nighters to study these wealth plays. No disrespect to Romeo and Juliet. Romeo and Juliet never paid one of my bills. Romeo and Juliet's not coming to save me. So I need to go hard. Me personally, I need to go hard in these options plays, in these business plays, in these wealth plays. I need to go hard. Earlier, I dropped the links to any consults with me, my offerings through the Black Business School, um, my monthly class, one-on-one, one-off consults with me, my Mathematics for Millionaires class, and I dropped the link to my bulk consultations. So check that out if that's a value add to you. Every Wednesday, 12 noon Eastern, I'm going to go live on the Black Boss channel. We're going to discuss general market conditions, anything that affects the stock and option markets. If you have anything you'd like to discuss, please drop it in chat. Good way to network, good way to connect with other people, good free education. Doesn't cost you. You're on YouTube all day anyways, right? Might as well connect with other like minds. So Wednesdays at noon Eastern, I'm going to go live. If you're interested, set your calendars. Wednesday, noon Eastern on the Black Boss channel. I will go live. Anything you'd like to discuss before we leave, drop them in the chat, please. What city are you checking in from? Drop that in chat. Any comments or questions, drop that in the chat. Let me give the market one final look over. S&P up, Dow Jones up, NASDAQ up, Russell 2000 up, Bitcoin up, gold up. So far it looks like a green day. We'll see what shakes out the last 3 hours of market open today. Market looks good. What are you seeing out there? What tickers are you tracking? What option plays are you considering? What investing plays are you considering? Let us know. I'm interested. And like I said, this is how I get content for this class and some of the other classes. It's just feedback I receive from the community. These classes are your class, so let us know what you need, what works for you, what doesn't work for you, what format you like, things like that. It's 1 p.m. Eastern, so my plan is to go live every Wednesday, noon Eastern, for about an hour. Any final comments or questions, please drop them in the chat. We want to grow this community. We want to network with each other. We want to level each other up. We want to improve our outcomes. Santa Claus is not coming to save me. Tooth Fairy is not coming to save me. Cupid's not coming to save me. We must save ourselves. I don't see anything in the chat. So next week, Wednesday, noon Eastern, Black Boss channel. I'll be live again. Until then, go get what you deserve. Peace.